Uh,
Okay, Leon, we are now recording you.
oh, well, okay. All right. Well, I thought right now, and thank you, Gloria, that was wonderful. Right now, I think that we could do a little bit of a meditation so to get ready for our message.
Very nice. I am
So
ready.
everyone take a nice, deep, cleansing breath and get nice and comfortable. Relax a little bit. And we're going to take this time, and as we inhale, we'll think of the word I, and then exhale with the word am. I am. I am. Now imagine that you are powerful as you say, I am. See yourself with some quiet confidence. I am. Now feel what it is like to be warmly immersed in divine love. Now begin to emerge from your meditation. Let's breathe a little bit quicker, a little bit deeper. And as we become a little more alert, more and more alert, keep that feeling of power and confidence and love. And now as we are attaining some alertness, go ahead and give yourself a nice stretch. You know, find a new level of comfort. And let's start the message today. Neil, I miss you, babe. The title of today's talk is secrets. So who's going first? Oh no, don't bother. If you want to keep a secret, don't tell anyone else, especially anybody in this group, because, well, as a history major, I can tell you that even the most secret of conspiracies unravel pretty quickly if there's too many people in on it. Now, I've been married to Patty Jean here for 41 years. So I don't have a whole lot of secrets anymore from Patty Jean. And after a few months of quarantine, I have even less. But I will tell you folks one that I don't think she knows yet. Are you ready? I wear my underwear much too long. Not that it's dirty, it's just that it's old. I will, here, let me show you.
Oh,
I wear my underwear even until it has holes all the way through it. And, well, some people pay extra for lace, and I just let mine develop. So I'll bet you have secrets like this, don't you? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. In any case, I have to tell you, I cannot wait for this pandemic period to be over so that I can develop a few more new secrets. And during this time, I'm wondering if perhaps some of you feel like I do occasionally. Maybe we feel a little bored. Maybe we feel a little
Microphone
useless.
is on or off.
it's on.
It could be that, well, we feel like we're forced to waste time and that the world is passing us by. Are we missing some sort of a secret? Well, Jesus once said, "Nothing is secret which shall not be made manifest." So is there a secret to regaining some of our spiritual vitality? Maybe. And maybe there's more than one, and maybe they're interrelated. Now, we all get frustrated by what we cannot change. But isn't that a lot like always? After all, the darn cat never comes when we call. We can't get our family members to turn out the lights before they go to bed. We can't get the darn computer to work at 9:45 on Sunday morning. So what else is new? Now, I'll grant you this pandemic period is going to string things out quite a bit, especially for folks like Patty and myself. But really, isn't it just one more thing to let go and let God? Moreover, it's an opportunity for us to exercise our partnership with God. The only thing stopping us is an apprehension about whether we are up to the challenges of confronting our circumstances. And when we ask ourselves this question, as members of a unity fellowship, well, our answer must be, of course we can. We cannot let our circumstances dictate our energies. No apprehension should keep us from pursuing objectives. In other pandemics and epidemics, people have achieved a lot of things. During the Antonine Plague in 165 AD, Marcus Aurelius wrote his treatise entitled Meditations. It was during a period of self-quarantine that Isaac Newton thought of optics theory, the law of gravity, and the concept of calculus. During the Spanish flu of 1918, William Mayo finalized his plans to open up a new clinic utilizing modern medical practices and became known as the architect of modern medical practice. So certainly, we should be open to trying a new recipe. I'll bet we could start a new group on Facebook. And we might even learn a few phrases of a foreign language. As a matter of fact, we have time now, and we can utilize this time to become an expert in anything we want. Because our activity is curtailed in one area, we should take another path. We should take a path towards preparing, to make preparations, to live our life with more joy and more purpose than we ever have before for ourselves and for others. So how do we approach this? Is there a secret to that? Here's what Buddha expressed. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, nor to worry about the future, but to live the present moment earnestly and wisely. Sounds good? Easy for him to say. He never had a job. So how do we start? Well, Charles Fillmore gave us a clue in his book, Talks on Truth. He said that thinking and speaking are our methods of creating energy. Now, when we begin to think and speak about preparing to create new avenues and new energies for our objectives, and they may be to become more embracing towards others. They may be to expand our boundaries. Or if appropriate, this is a very good time to kind of restrict some boundaries that we may know we need to do. At bottom line, this gives us time to search and to discover things that we never had time to search for before. In order to do this, we have to start the way that most spiritual leaders start. We need to utilize the unity principle of prayer and meditation. And we should do this in order to clarify our thoughts about two fundamental questions right now. First of all, looking back at this period of time, a year from now, what is it that we would be proud to have accomplished? Maybe we can work on that. And the second question, whom or what do we enlist to help? Now, help can come in various guises. It can be phone conversations, could be reading a book. It could be as close as utilizing the poor person that is stuck inside with you. You know, sometimes learning how to work together a little bit better can be a worthwhile purpose in itself. But I will caution everyone here that when you start to learn to work together, start with something easy. Don't start with folding fitted sheets. That is a disaster waiting to happen. So now we have to ask, is our approach effective? Thinking, speaking, making preparations, prayer and meditation, is that really effective? It can sound a little bit like pie in the sky to some people, a little too conceptual. Is it practically effective? In order to gauge whether it's effective, I thought I would use the framework that is delineated by Stephen Covey in his book aptly titled, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in brief, the 7 habits are: be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first. I find it ironic that's number 3. Think win-win. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Synergize. And then finally, have a period of rejuvenation to sharpen the saw. Now I'm going to fit our approach into these 7 habits to see how effective it is. It's going to be very brief, very fast. Don't bother trying to take notes. You won't be able to keep up. First, when we think about being proactive, I would posit that making preparations is the essence of being proactive. Then secondly, thinking and praying about our purposes and our objectives is certainly beginning with the end in mind. Using meditation and prayer as a starting point is putting first things first. As far as thinking win-win is concerned, if we have a modicum of success in our approach, we will, at the very least, at the very bare minimum, be an example for others, particularly our loved ones. When we model a spiritual poise, or anything good for that matter, we don't have to force people to want what we have. They will steal it. And by the way, if you're missing something, check the Tite household. And let's see here. Where was I? Okay, when we are genuinely committed to trying to learn and to grow, genuinely committed, we are naturally thinking first to understand and then to be understood. Synergy always happens with our approach because it is by nature collaborative. And after all, when 2 or more are gathered, then God is there. And finally, prayer, meditation, thoughts, and preparations. These are the definition of sharpening the saw. To sum up, you are certifiably effective. Here's the concluding secret. When an avenue of doing is cut off, then a way of being is the best and most powerful alternative. Let me repeat that. When an avenue of doing is cut off, then a way of being is the best and most powerful alternative. Knowing that you are being an improving child of God, allows you to attain what the Apostle Paul was talking about when he wrote his letter to the Philippians. He said that, not that I complain of want, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. You can replace anxiety with energy. You can replace boredom with enthusiasm. You can replace a fear of inadequacy with preparation. Remember that your best efforts in any circumstance will further your journey more than an abject, despairing surrender. Can you meet the challenge of your circumstances? Of course. Let God help. Thank you.